The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
NFC wildcard game. This is Tony Pollard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And that's on the guard, Connor Williams. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led by a longtime starter in this league in his 11th season now, the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Dalton. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Brings up 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Let's take it inside his own 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Dalton sets up play action. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Running left, Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Brings up second and 8. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bears now ready to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fields on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw is Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet from 4 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. One target, no catches. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Prescott now. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off at the 48. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a day it's been so far. This, the third of our Saturday triple header. 3 more to come tomorrow. as the NFL playoffs are officially underway. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Washington football team matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And even though
we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Dalton now to pass. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Prescott going to keep again.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Getting a a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give. This is Montgomery. Shoves him aside near the 35. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Here's Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Toss left to Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And Zerline's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is Jakeem Grant. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back now here on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Dalton's throw there complete to Mooney.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Fields throw caught by Bird here.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Dalton.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Grant.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 26. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Play action here with Dalton. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
26 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Prescott.
Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Now Dak.
And just shedding him off there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Sirline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Montgomery a first down and then some.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert, no gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10, a little over 40 seconds to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs, as they've got a 1st down. Able to find Gallup, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.